It is very heartwarming to be here today to address a whole new group of students coming into Green University. It is really heartwarming to see another new year dawning on Green University, and to see the expectant students, the faculty and the staff again getting busy, again getting active to take on the challenges that are going to be up there. So while the storm is still not gone, you know what storm I'm talking about, and it's not abated yet, I expect fair weather around to be very soon. And that will mean that the academics and the students can look forward with great expectations to another year of challenge, another year of innovation and so forth. Honestly, I think academia in Bangladesh has done a remarkable job in the last 2 years. I think they have really done an admirable job, and they are our pride, and their ability to weather the storm, I think, is just incredible. We are very proud that our entire academic community in Bangladesh has really been outstanding in this regard. And I think Green University is one of the exemplars in this condition. And they have really gone boldly forward with resilience, with a lot of imagination and powerful, bold steps. Now, what I want to say today, to be fair, it needs to be contextualized. And that means that the pandemic is the big elephant in the room. So we cannot say anything by bypassing the pandemic. So what do I see in terms of the pandemic? I see two scenarios. Number one, we will either return to the normal past of 2019 and before, with our traffic jams and our happy times and all that stuff. But I think we also can anticipate an alternative scenario, which is the new normal. Everyone is talking about the new normal. That honestly means new behaviors. That means masks. We may have to do vaccines every year. We may have to work more at home, which is a boon in a way because of the traffic conditions in our country. We may have to do with less and much, much more. I also think that the pandemic has exposed to the world, in fact, not just Bangladesh, but to the world, the social imbalance and the social injustice that has existed in our world today. I think all of you realize, and I have been among the fortunate ones to be able to weather the ravages of the pandemic, but many people have not been able to do so. There has been social injustice. And I think this is our opportunity to address the social injustices and to bring an order in the system. I honestly believe that where there is no justice, there's no peace. So we must work with the notion of justice. And also, we have to, I believe we will also see a lot of changes in our consumption habits. I think we'll have to do with much less. And I think also we will have to live not just for ourselves. We've been, actually, this world before 2019 has shown some proclivity towards being very selfish. I think we have to recognize we live in society and we live in accord with nature. We do not live alone for ourselves. So as we contend with that, we'll have to learn to live with each other. We have to support each other. That's where we will gain our strength. At the same time, if all of you are noticing what is going on in terms of climate change, I think we have to learn that we are part of nature and nature is part of us. We have to nurture each other. We cannot take from nature and not give back to nature. So this is another aspect of our lives that we will have to look at. In fact, I think one of my favorite authors, Arundhati Roy, She says that given the pandemic, it has opened up a new portal. It has opened up a new door for us. Through this door, we can leave our baggage behind. We can break with the past, and we can begin to imagine a new world. This is the opportunity. Arundhati Roy goes on to say, we can choose to walk through this portal, dragging the carcass of our prejudices and hatred, our avarice, our data banks, our dead ideas, our dead rivers, and our smoky skies. Or we can walk through this door lightly with little luggage, ready to imagine another world and ready to fight for it. Question is, how are we going to fight for it? And I have now an offering for all of you. Everybody, this is not just for the students, but this is my offering for everybody. I've used a favorite acronym, which I use all the time. And that acronym is called SPECIAL. We all have to be special. So the first letter of the acronym is S. S stands for self-awareness. We have to start with our own self-awareness. We are our own accountants. We know what are our strengths, what are our weaknesses. We know what are our assets. We know what are our liabilities. Unless we understand that, we cannot go forward. So let us start with self-assessment and say who we are, what we are, where we need to go. This self-assessment is what will allow us to address our strengths and also take care of our weaknesses. The second letter of SPECIAL is P. P stands for partnerships. I can tell you that we live in a world of complexity. No one can do anything alone. Everyone needs somebody's help. I can tell you today where I am is because of the help I've received from innumerable people, starting with my family, with my parents, with my siblings, with my friends, with my family, and even with help from people I don't even know. And I'll tell you why, because when I write for journals, I get reviews from somebody that I do not know. And these reviewers have strengthened me. They have helped me so much to become stronger every day. So we must think that we live in a world in partnerships, and we must play our role as partners. The next letter is E in SPECIAL, S-P-E. E stands for excellence. Think of choosing between two products. One is excellent and one is not so excellent. Which product will you choose? You will choose the excellent product. Today, in a competitive world, we have no option but to be excellent. So work every day to improve yourself. This is the notion of improvement every day, every opportunity to make yourself better. C, the next letter C stands for commitment. Everybody likes commitment. I think you will understand that people are drawn to people who show commitment. In fact, I remember when my daughters went to college, I told them one thing: be committed to your education, because if you work now, you will enjoy later. But if you enjoy now in 4 years of college, you will pay later. So you must be, I'm advising all the students here who are coming into Green University to please be committed to your work, your studies, to your teachers, to your work. I think it will only help you. The next letter is I. I stands for integrity. I can tell you, integrity not only has social value, it also has economic value. My research, my PhD thesis was on trust, and I reestablished the notion that trust has economic value. So I think with integrity is very much in short supply, not just in Bangladesh, it's all over the world. Can you imagine how powerful you will be if you can position yourself as someone who has integrity? Then the next letter is A. A stands for ambition. I think that everyone should have an ambition. Everyone should have a goal. You must focus on your goals very, very clearly. I'm reminded of the bow and arrow individual who was asked, I think it was Arjun in the historical, where he was undertaking bow and arrow lessons. The person before him was asked, "What are you looking at?" And the person said, "I'm looking at the tree." Another person before him was asked, "What are you looking at?" He said, "I'm looking at the bird." Arjun was asked, "What are you looking at?" And he said, "I'm looking at the eyes of the bird." That is the kind of focus you need if you want to advance in life with your ambitions. Be clear, start building your ambitions from day one. The last letter is L. L stands for lifelong learning. And believe me, I looked at all the things of Green University's values. Many of these are here. And I cannot say more than the fact that this is, Green University has it right. And I honestly believe that Green University will be a great guide in your lives, and it's been a wonderful selection for you. I think with that, I would like to say that the universities have a huge role to play today with the facts, with reason, with logic, with problem-solving capacity, etc., and to build informed, enabled, and a very capable citizenry. Green University, I know personally has a leader by the name of Dr. Samdani Fakir, he was a true leader, and I really know that he will lead the university very well. I will leave with one more thinking for the young minds, and that thought is this. This has always intrigued me, and I have always used this. And the thinking is that be careful how you think, because your thinking will reflect in your words. Be careful about what words you use, because these words will become action. Be careful of your actions, because these actions will become your habits. Be careful of your habits, because your habits will become your character. And be careful of your character, because it will become your destiny. So this is very important for all of you to think about. Be safe, be healthy, and may the Almighty and grace be with you all year for all 4 years. Thank you, Green University, for this invitation and the opportunity to speak to all of you.